adjust microphone level. Actually, that could probably be turned up. That works for me. Alright, hello and welcome. I didn't even change the microphone sensitivity. Oh yes, I did. Welcome to the Nafan surv. That's just because I felt like doing surv instead of survival. Let's play. This is a survival world that me and my brother started. I don't know how long ago exactly. It was probably like a month ago. Which he doesn't play it all that often because he's got Madden and he doesn't play Minecraft all that much. He plays Hunter Call of the Wild a lot because I got him hooked on that. I asked him to play it with me a while ago, actually. About a month ago, whenever we started this world. And he just has been grinding that ever since. He watches YouTube videos on how to get the best guns and what's the best ammo to use, where to hunt for what animals. So I play this mainly, and there is no cheats. This is all 100% legit, which this is probably, I don't want to say the furthest I've made it in a world, but I've made it in pretty far in worlds, but I don't think I know I haven't. I've never beaten the game, but it's like I've gotten real close to it, and then a lot of the times I get cocky and I die and I lose all my stuff. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break from that because I'm already extremely upset at that world right now, and I just don't play it for a little bit, and then I'll eventually go back to it and realize that all my stuff's gone. But it's whatever. I've died in this world once in the nether. We went netherite mining and he pushed me off the ledge that we were standing on, and I lost everything. I had not a diamond sword. I think that was netherite at the time too. I had a diamond pickaxe I had to get back. I had a diamond chest plate. I had quite a bit of armor and just diamond stuff, iron, mainly iron. But it was upsetting to see that everything was lost. And well, it happened, whatever. So I kept playing it, and we're back on it now. I actually played a little bit earlier this morning because we have I figured I'd go mining and try and just get some better stuff. I wanted to eventually beat the game, so I went out looking for the stuff that I was gonna need, since he decided to break the blaze spawner when we left the nether, so we're kinda screwed. There was two right next to each other. It's not far from the portal. It was an awesome spawn, and he kinda screwed it up. So I was like, well, before we go, I want to enchant my chest plate with thorns, but I'm pretty sure, which I'm not 100% certain, but I'm like 90% certain that you have to be level 30 to get thorns, which I could Google it, but I just haven't thought of that yet, apparently. I'm gonna go get some wood, make a chest. I have some massive contraptions going on lately. I had a tower in my one world. I think that one got corrupted, or we just haven't played on it in a while. It was an SMP. There was cheats on it because my friend. It was originally just a creative world that I was messing around on. Oh, you jerk. It was a creative world I was messing around on, and oh, 2 in 1 shot, nice. What the heck? From where? Oh, I broke something and it the arrow fell out of it. Alright, that was confusing, but yeah, I have some giant projects going on. There was a bunch of creepers there, but in that one world, my friend joined it and said, let's turn this into an SMP, and so we did, and there was, like I said, cheats on it and all that, so it wasn't like the most fun SMP ever, because he was always, like, he had to be second in command, which it was kind of annoying. What was this? What did I just see? I swear I just seen something, like, with a shulker box and a chest. Hold on, I'm gonna make another chest, because I could use it. Oh, it's a shulker box. That makes... okay. I don't need this here anymore. I could actually just throw this up here. That's a full 9 trades. But yeah, so this world is going actually pretty great for us. Oh, but what I was saying before, I ended up it was a realm at one point, which nobody really played on it, so I stopped making it a realm. I don't know exactly what happened to it. Oh, that was my axe, which, honestly, I love this axe. This is, but yeah, everybody just stopped playing it for a while, and it just got annoying not having anybody to play with, or because the one kid was always super upset with somebody and didn't want to play because, well, he didn't like them or whatever. It was always just kind of annoying to play with him in the first place. The other one wasn't really dedicated to it. He was just more, he wanted to play with me at the time, and I was on it, so he joined it, and he played on it like once or twice, but he's always the kind of person to jokingly steal something from you. Kind of annoying, honestly, but whatever. And so, as you notice, I didn't farm any potatoes, so that's what this actually is going to end up being. This is just all going to be farms, eventually. It's not yet, but it's got quite a few farms up here. Like I said, there's not a bunch of farms. I just have a carrot, a melon, basically one of everything that I have at the moment, I think, except for sugarcane, which is over there. I want to get a cactus farm going, up and running, because I don't have one yet, and I would really love to just have a cactus farm, because of the experience that could be used, because I have an XP farm, which I'll show you here in a minute, but not entirely ready to go down into the cave yet, but yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I don't use the carrots for really anything. I don't really pay attention to any of my mobs. I think I have one pig trapped in like a pen. I think a few cows, my sheep, my chickens. I don't really pay attention to them. Like every now and then I'll just spend like an entire day paying attention to them, trying to get them to grow. But it's so annoying when you have to start out at nothing, and I'm constantly trading all of the food that I make from my farms. I'm trading it to the villagers to get emeralds so that I can have mending. So I never really had anything to breed them with, so I was just always kind of like at nothing. The other big thing that's going on up here, this isn't the only big thing, this patio, it's not a patio, I just had a stroke. The platform, that was the word I was looking for. Excuse me, my gosh. But yeah, this platform up here was a big project. I kind of wanted to make it more. I'm thinking about doing another tower, but because of the realm I had was an SMP, everybody just associated it with the Dream SMP because that was popping off at the time. Like, it got really popular at about the time that we started it. So everybody was just calling it an SMP, and we had to have lore for it to be an SMP, obviously. That's a joke. That's sarcasm. But so it was just kind of annoying having everybody just always being like, alright, we need to do lore, we need to do lore. And my friend would come over to my house and he would just sit down, be like, alright, we need to sit down and just come up with lore for the SMP. I'm like, let's not. We can do that while we're playing Minecraft. So he said something about some giant statue underground, like, I don't know, like an ancient war or something like that, because I think he was mainly basing it off of the Dream SMP, which I never watched it and got totally roasted for doing it, for not watching it. I need to get my water bucket out. Oh man. I screwed up, and I said to myself like 100 times, yeah, I haven't slept in a few nights. I've been AFKing for the past like 3 hours. Oh my god. I've yet to even check my sugarcane farm. I really want to spawn proof up here so bad. I want to put like a perimeter of like the leaves with the trapdoors in them. Oh my god, there's so many phantoms. Johnny Phantom. I don't even know if that's the name. It's not. We'll do the sugarcane later. I don't know what happened to that string, but it's gone. I must have placed it. But so yeah, I've been AFKing. But so he said something about a statue, and I built the statue. He said, we're gonna build it, it's gonna be underground, it's gonna be some kind of war, and I was like, alright, I guess. I don't care. And then so I did that, I built it, like exactly like he was saying, like some sort of ancient war statue or something like that. And I built it, and he just never did it. Because he was like, oh, well, let me get more stuff. Let me get more stuff. I'm like, well, I spent my resources building this. It's kind of annoying to have nobody use it. You know? Which, it is what it is, honestly. But, like, they're making me do lore, which I don't even want to do. Because I just want to build my tower. Which, back to what I was saying before. I was building a giant tower just because I felt like it. I felt like just being awesome, basically, and having this gigantic tower in the sky that basically covered the entire world. Which I did pretty well. It ended up having multiple layers to it and everything. It was getting there, and then I just all of a sudden said I was good where I was at, and then just left it at that. Which, like I said, it is what it is, but everybody thought it was to have power, and I was like, it's not to have power, though. It's just because I want a giant tower in the sky. So I ended up just having a giant tower in the sky, and nobody really cared. But, so that's what my brother thought this was, and everybody was relating it to the Tommy Innit Tower of Power. Again, don't know what that is because I never watched a single episode of the Dream SMP. I was told to multiple times, started the first one and said, nope, don't want to do this anymore, and just turned off my phone. And just, like, went and played on the SMP. So he was like, oh yeah, it's awesome, and then when I told him that, he's like, did you watch it? I said, yeah, I watched the first episode, and said, nope. He's like, well, of course, the first episode's gonna suck. That was when they were just getting it started. I was gonna jump off, but not right then. I don't want this. So basically what I wanted to show you then is that, like I said, I'm gonna get this enchanted. Oh, I broke my pants. Probably during something. I'm actually gonna throw this up on an armor stand. The only reason I haven't, and I've been wearing it and wasting the durability on it, is because, oh yeah, right here. And then I have a mending book for my chest plate once I get it enchanted. I screwed up and enchanted this with the mending book before it was enchanted. I don't want to go down through here. It takes so long. I was actually going down here for diamonds one day and stumbled upon a cave, and at one point I found a cave before where, alright, one day, not today, but one day I will put stairs on this thing and it's not gonna be this annoying. But I have plenty of cobblestone. Actually, no, I think I used it all. Dang it. I used it all for absolutely nothing because I was gonna make a water elevator straight down to the mob spawner. But I came down in here and I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. So I started exploring, and I'm just gonna get there real quick because of all the mobs. I have a safe room down there where I've been AFKing for them 3 hours that I told you about. This is the way. Yep. And I came into here and I was like, oh wow, what's that called? An abandoned mine shaft. Abandoned. I was like, alright, whatever, that's awesome, right? I already found one of them, and then I was like, oh wait, I already found this one time. Yeah, I wasted all my cobblestone deep slate right here. It's protection, but not from everything. This is my zombie farm I have going on. And these are the stuff that I found while I was waiting for it to work. I found it and said, oh Jesus, excuse me. I found it and said, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna log off here real quick. Why did I just train sleep? There are literally zombies right there. I'm gonna log off of there and see if I can't log on to the realm. See, it's expired, which is a problem. And I got really nervous because it's obviously expired, so I can't get into it. So I did this, and I clicked to make a copy or something. Hold on, let me find it. Oh man, I'm really hoping I didn't lose it. It would be here. I might just... I want to log on to this world. Because I think I deleted it or something. I don't know. I really hope I didn't. Subscription. Because I have the money. I could do that. I think it's $10 a month. I could rent it. I could pay for it for 20 months, which is over 3 years. Or no, 30 months, which is a lot of years that I don't really care to do it. I wish I could just, like... I think I got a new PlayStation since then, because... I know I got a new PlayStation since then. But yeah, I got a new PlayStation since then because my brother decided it was a good idea to spike mine when he got upset at me, and I ended up having to pay for it. So, that's... And then I lost the copies I had. I made multiple copies every time I logged off, and backups and everything, just so that nothing would happen to it. Or, I mean, if anything did happen to it, I would have a backup, a copy, one ready to go. Because everybody loved that world. It was, like, awesome. Which I know why everybody liked it. It was awesome. I think I have to go get more lava. No, I have lava. I'm gonna set up my cobblestone generator actually in here. The way I can get cobble while I wait. I would like to experiment actually. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I was experimenting up over here. You just get a quick glance at it. That building right there was me experimenting on like a vertical one, basically so that you didn't lose it as commonly, because I know you do lose a lot of the cobblestone. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I had to sneeze. I'm just gonna mend this up because it's actually quite broken and I'm gonna use it a lot here in a minute. I just gotta figure out how I want to do this, because I want it to be right up here in my face, like right here, be where I mine it. So I need the lava to be what, right here, and I need to find a way to keep it in, which I do have slabs, so I think I might be able to do that. Slabs, and then this is where the water would have to droop down at. Which means no, the lava would have to be up there. Wait, what? The water would have to end up down here somehow. So if this is where I want it to meet, the water is going to have to go down there. This is where I'd place it. So that means I place the slab there, the water there, and the lava there. Okay, pick that up. I'm going to go get one of the pieces of obsidian. I have to be extremely careful. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't notice that this was here sooner. Because I was playing for a while, messing around, looking through the mine shaft. Stay away! I will go kill all of your cousins. You probably made out with each and every one of them. Alabama looking freaks. Place that there just so I don't break it through, and then just sit here and hold this. I'm actually gonna go and put this stack right here. Actually, most of my stuff. I wouldn't want to lose any of this, but if I lost any of it, I actually probably should have put the more valuable stuff in there. I think I actually have the stuff to make a hopper. If I could just... Alright, hold on. Because I need that, and then something else that I could burn. This. I don't need these. I found them in a mine shaft. Actually, this entire thing was built over top of a mine shaft. Like, the thing was literally touching it. There was a giant gap in the floor. It was weird. There's babies I'm gonna have to end up killing. I want to stand back. That way I can get the experience for this. I want to find a way to AFK. I wish there was unbreaking on this thing. That's what I should do, is get unbreaking and maybe not efficiency on another pickaxe that I make. That was a weirdly loud swallow, my bad. But on another pickaxe, I want to get pants next, I think. I have to save up my diamonds, which I think I have 6 at home. But yeah, I had my brother do a rescue mission for my stuff, basically. I had him go and grab all my stuff that I had just lost. And when I died in the nether, I keep backing up. But this cobblestone is going to be for the tower I'm building, if you couldn't tell. I do want to get an elytra really bad. I don't know why it just sped up like that. That was weird. While I sit here, I AFK. I might change the difficulty from hard to normal or something like that. It's hard, especially when I'm down here, it's really scary. I might put it on easy for a little while I'm down here at least. Oh, it is on easy. Okay. That must be... I don't know. This hard is real scary when you're down here. If anything happens, you die, you lose all your stuff, especially when I have lava right there. That's why I have the trapdoor, because you can't get in unless you open it or you're a spider, but I'm pretty sure spiders are 2 blocks wide. But you'd have to open it. It could be a baby zombie, but again, they can't jump over that wall. They can only jump 1 block up. The other plan I had, because I like doing these real big challenges that really have no point to them, I'm gonna be honest. It's just kind of fun to just like waste all your time. No, I'm kidding. It's just really fun to do them for some reason for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into, maybe not another world. I don't know why I was about to say another world. But just fly randomly, not fly. I for some reason thought that I had an elytra, but I do not. This is like a later thing, like when I have more stuff, and elytra is one of them stuff. Okay, hold on, let me mess with the settings, because the volume on the, oh, right, that's why, it's only half. But, so later what I'll do when I get an elytra or something is I'll fly randomly in a direction, and I'll just mine out a chunk. Just, pretty sure chunks are 16 by 16, so I'll just find a random area and go 8 blocks, oh, like fly, and then just randomly dive down and dive in. And get just like a 8, go 8 one way, 8 the other way from where I landed, and then just like 8 blocks in any of the 4 directions that I landed in from where I landed. I don't know why it's going so quick right now. Need to be careful not to break my pickaxe. But yeah, the tower that I built was completely in survival. So everybody kept thinking I did it in creative, but any time I built, I made sure it was a live stream. That way there was no tricks, there was no editing, there was no hiding it. And I'd like do a flyby because everybody had an elytra. But my friend tried to ban them, but I had one at all times. I said, you know what, I don't care what your rules are, I own this realm. I'm paying you. I am paying so that nobody can play this. Like, I paid for a 10-person realm, and I was like the only person playing it for, it was probably a solid year I paid for that realm. If not, it was at least close to it. I like how quick it's going. I don't really care that it's going this quick. I always forget how easy these farms are. I always seem to think that they're like really difficult to make, which they're not. I would like an automatic one, but I don't know that you get the experience if you burn them. I know you do if you get magma. Use magma. I know the durability is getting low. I'm gonna go for a while. And then I'll go over there, kill them. That's the main reason I built it this close, is because I can just immediately fill it up. And I'll just every now and then, just so that I don't end up like not getting the experience and it goes onto my sword. It's not half bad. Why do I have my iron out? I don't need my iron out. I'll eat the apple for all I care. The only problem with using like a magma block is you need to get a minecart with hopper to collect it. Why don't they come at me? Like AFK'd for 4 hours, went from 5 to 16. Did I say 4 hours? I think I meant to say, I know I meant to say 3. Probably about 3.5 hours I AFK'd. I'm gonna go build the base layer, and then just kinda like a circle is all it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna figure out how tall I wanted it to go. I don't know if I made it out of cobblestone or out of smooth stone. I think it was smooth stone, which is the problem that it took forever to make. Is not only did I have to go and get all the cobblestone, I then had to make it into smooth stone. So that took forever. Because I had to make it into stone first. Something tells me this isn't how stone's made. Does cobblestone or stone take more? I feel like they'd be kind of the same. This is probably very boring. This is way different from what I wanted to do. Whoa, that's trippy. I don't like how Reddit's getting. I think the objective of this spawner is to get them one hit, but I wait so long that I think it actually just... I don't know if they heal per se, but like they heal a little bit. But like I could sit here and be constantly getting experience and just mending up my pickaxe as I'm using it. If it was like automatic killing them. If I made it deep enough, I bet they would die upon impact. Like I could make it so that they die from fall damage. I don't like how little that healed this. Still ability. What the heck just happened? I just gotta remember how to get back. It's like this. You gotta like full on sprint though. Especially with all these mobs right now. I'm gonna actually use the water to my advantage and just get up here instead of going down the normal way I would go. Normally I would come in over right here. Actually, no, I think I would come in up higher, actually. I don't think this is where I want to be. I think I'm too low. Oh my god. Nope, this is right. I just can't run for some reason right now. Gosh dang, bro. This is the most annoying part. And I'm gonna do like I keep I hate when I live stream, I'm gonna be honest, because I cannot keep a sentence going. I keep screwing up and I'll start talking about something and then just all of a sudden I'll just be like, alright, well, let's switch topics. Because I need to give backstory to everything. Because I always feel like it's incomplete if I don't give you any backstory. Like, at all about what's happening. So I'll sit there and then I'll be like, oh, so this happened. Oh, and the reason that happened. Holy iron! I forgot I went mining recently. Might make the floors deep slate. I just kind of like the look of deep slate. Actually, no. I can't make chiseled deep slate out of this, can I? What can I do with it? What is that? Bricks. How do I make the bricks? Alright, what can I do with these bricks? I can't do anything? Let's go into nature, I think it would be. How do I do this? What's that? Is that blackstone? Oh, it's blackstone. That's not deep slate. There's deep slate something or other that I need. See, that's blackstone. That's deep slate brick. How do I make deep slate brick? Right here. How do I do this? They're blackstone again. Chiseled deep slate is with the slabs, which I can't do slabs now, can I? Oh man, I screwed up. I screwed up by smelting all this down. No, I don't want tough. I do want that though. That's regular deep slate too. That wasn't deep slate cobble. I'm gonna put this stack and 11 iron away. I have 16 diamonds up here, plus the 6 down there is... Come on, quick maps. No, I'm kidding. I do know it. Man, I don't know what I want to do. Because I kind of want to go netherite mining, but I also don't, because that's boring. Like, I'm honestly getting kind of a lot closer, because this was my only source of experience there for a while. Thank you. Gosh darn it. There's blackstone. Maybe I use this? Let me place down deep slate next to, It contrasts nicely. Really don't want to break all this. I could have creepers explode it, but that seems like a lot of work. It's gonna waste a lot of my durability to break all this, though. My pickaxe. Oh, and the reason I started the tower in the first place, I just had so much extra cobblestone laying around. I didn't need it, or smooth stone laying around, because I was always crafting, or making, rather. I think the cobble looks better in the first place. Let's just experiment real quick. That actually looks really good. I don't want to break all this though. I might just go down and get more. Because my pickaxe is almost broken. I don't want to go up here and not have a way down. Because my pickaxe is almost broken or something like that, you know? Because I don't want to break my pickaxe either. I wish the spawner was closer to the house. I could bubble elevator them all the way up here, but again, that doesn't help because they don't spawn. What I could do is I could expose them to daylight. That's why I want to get a cactus farm, because that's literally AFK. Because the problem with mine is, it only works if I put stuff in it. Which I very rarely do that, because I hardly ever have anything that I want done. Like, made. Alright, hopefully that's enough for now, because I'm gonna go high up in the sky. So... That's 60. That gives me 60 on the dot. Which, this is almost the diameter I kind of want to do. It's a little bit small, though. That's why I said almost. So what's that? That does a 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. So basically, I think the way I'm going to make the circle, which I'm going to dig it out the way I'm not breaking 100,000 blocks. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's just see if this works. And then we go over 1, which that would be, that's 4 now. We're doing 4. And then it would go down here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I have idea how I'm gonna do this now. 3, 4, 5 actually. I want to do 5, that way it's an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'd honestly love to do, 5, is create like, I don't want to say a fake, but like, tower, the way it's just gonna be like a real tiny tower that's not really that tall. Like that, I'd make it about that diameter and just like really tiny, and 4, just like, just not that impressive, not tall, not anything really, and then just kind of wait for my brother to log on. He goes, I'm gonna tell him I made another tower, and then he's just like, really? And then he sees it and he's like, oh, well, that's wimpy. That's not even like the same size as the last one. I said, no. And then I'm just like, no, that's just like my lookout tower, really. That my other one's way better, trust me. And then it's just huge. Like, I go 10, 10, 10 instead of 5, 5, 5. I did something wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much you want to bet I only did 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the 5th one. See why I'm not doing it in, you know, this is going to be the base layer anyway, so this just kind of draws it out if it is how I'm going to want it, and then that's 5. Then we do this, and I'm going to have to calculate how much this is going to be. So there's going to be 4, there's 20 already, and then another 4, which is another 20, so it's 60 for or 40 for every layer. Every layer I do is another 40 blocks of smooth stone. Wow. That's gonna be expensive, especially screw-ups, man. That's gonna be harsh on my pickaxe. Oh, man. I still have absolutely no armor on. I was wearing that netherite because my friend joined, and the first thing he does in my house, ransacks it. Which that's what he does anytime he's late to a world. Oh my god, you already have netherite? He's like, yeah. I've been playing on this world for a while now. And so, obviously the first thing he does is he comes into my house thinking he can find some, you know, just free whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 direct middle would be 7 in the 8th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one would be right here. I'm just going up for a look to see if that looks like a decent circle. These blocks are messing with me. Why did I do that? Because it doesn't, I can't tell if that's how the circle's gonna look or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanna know if it's gonna look circular enough. That jumping wasn't like strafing, that was just absolute not how I wanted. I was trying not to fall. I guess. I mean, I feel like the edges are a little sharp. Maybe I bring them down and make them 7. I can see what that looks like. Like 7, and then there would be 3 in between each one instead. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do that. Actually, nah. We'll do it like this. And then, yeah, this is how it's gonna go. I think it'll look fine. I honestly think it'll be pretty decent. It's gonna be kind of bland for here for a little while. But whatever, you know. Alright, screw it. I'll waste another 40, and then there goes already some durability off my pickaxe. Because I don't really want to mess anything up with the pattern, so I'm just gonna, I didn't have to do any there. I didn't have to do any there either. Alright, and the reason I wanted it to be this way is because I wanted the door to be like directly in the middle. So there's going to be a door here. I don't know that I'm going to have enough. And the other problem I had on the SMP is nobody wanted to like do like any work. So people were setting up shops, but nobody would work it. I set up a Walmart, nobody would run it. So it ended up being a big problem. The fact that nobody wanted to ever really, it seemed like nobody ever wanted to do anything. So I ended up just, you know, kind of abandoning the world at one point, that I wasn't playing it. And everybody else was, and I logged back on. Everybody's got this fancy house and these fancy shops, and I'm like, alright, cool. Right? You have a world. And so I was like, you know what? I want to do something. So I went in and I set up a shop, but I was already running a Walmart, and I was trying to take care of all of the freaking, everybody wanted to be a judge and they wanted to have power, so it was getting a little bit annoying. So I was like, everybody was setting up court, prison, because we had one kid that he was constantly griefing, and he was constantly getting cheats from my brother, apparently. I thought it was the other, quotation marks, owner of the server, because what ended up happening is, that actually doesn't look half bad, I like that. What was happening is, my brother was given creative at one point, but I said, listen, you know what? You go build your house exactly how you want it. You'll get it exactly how you want it. So he did that. He built it Ooh, I made a mistake, didn't I? You're gonna come with me, because I don't know how much. Really, I got real lazy. So I don't want to make too much. Problem is, I think I already did. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I think this controller drifts a little. I think I'm going to just switch it up. Every now and then, just switch it up from this and the polished. The polished might actually be one room. Floors, I might do, maybe floors are this and roofs are that. I don't entirely know yet, I'm gonna be honest. So, another thing that I do a lot in this world is I go and take the unimportant things from my brother's chests, aka the this many crafting tables, the that many doors, and I try and get rid of them. So, whatever. I would really like it if he didn't just have that there. It makes it kind of make my house look ugly. But he actually did a decent job on his house, I'll admit. I'm not explaining that. That's blackstone. So what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll take like string and stuff. He had no idea. I'll take his cobblestone every now and then. So he doesn't have any blackstone. He's got that though. Man, I don't really want this. And some here, but yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna have to go mine, and I'm gonna AFK later too. And I think eventually I'm gonna probably. Actually, no, I was gonna say I might have to throw it on peaceful to make the renovation to the farm, but I don't. I just have to place a block above it. But I have magma somewhere. If not, I have a nether right next door. I'll just go get it. Literally in my basement. I'll just go get the magma. And yeah, from there, I'm just gonna get a hopper minecart or something just to drag it through, which I'm pretty certain that I read somewhere, heard somewhere that mud hoppers, like regular hoppers, can pull through mud. You don't need a hopper minecart. That's why you should build your things on, like, any sugarcane farms on mud, so that you don't run into any problems with, like, you know, sorry. I have, like, brain not wanting to work moments a lot while live streaming and playing Minecraft and doing whatever. Oh, I wanted to say a word that would probably end up getting me canceled so bad. There was a lot of them, too, on my tower. Just random blocks off to the side of the tower. It was real weird on the world. I tried finding it. You guys seen that I tried finding it. I just could not find it for the life of me. But it is what it is. I do not know where my dog is. I'm going to be honest. That's not him. But I do not know where he is. I took him adventuring one time. I went to go find the desert so I could get some cactus. And I sat him down and cannot find him now all of a sudden, which is scary. I'll find him though. I have my map. Wait. I don't know if I've even shown it off here. But like, I was almost at max height with the tower. It was awesome. It was I loved that world. It was so fun, and just, you never realize how much fun you have playing Minecraft until you play with friends. Everybody thinks Minecraft is just this boring, repetitive game. That it's not. It's just, you have no friends. No, I'm kidding. That's very offensive and not funny at all. But yeah, you just have to play with friends, and it's just really fun to just play it and sit there and talk, you know, PlayStation, Discord, Xbox party, whatever it is. Sit there in a party and just talk to your friends about whatever you feel like talking about, because it's Minecraft. I honestly believe that realms should be free, and my friend, which not gonna lie to you, he's real stupid, not really smart with his money or anything like that. So anytime he gets money, which is very rare because he never works, if it's money that he has, it's most likely stolen, I'm gonna be honest. But anytime he has money, it's just, alright, we're going to the store and we're each getting 5 drinks and 3 bags of chips because we can. Because I'm paying and I have the money for it. So it's hard for him to save his money. I currently have $300 in my bank account and another 200, almost 3 in cash. But that's just the difference between me and him. I have a job, he doesn't. It's as simple as that. I constantly try to get him to work the same place I do, but he just never wants to work. He goes, oh, I don't feel like it. The one time I used to work at a pew range, and where they would pew clay pigeons. And it was honestly not that bad there, and it was $25 a night. It wasn't like hard to do. You just called the losses and just tallied up the score. Whoever shot the best, you say congratulations to at the end and shake their hand, and they walk into the building. But anytime I was like, hey, you want to come with me? You can come with me, you can get a job, have some money, you know. And he was always like, yeah, I'll come with. It was every Thursday. He worked once a week. And he said, yeah, I'll come with. And I was like, alright, it's Thursday, 4 p.m., be there, whatever. And he was just like, alright, yeah, I'll come with. And he would never come with. And I was just like, yo, you forget? It was always his excuse was he forgot. And I was like, so, just next week, this was over the weekend, or the summer. So it's not like either one of us had school. So I was like, just come over to my house Wednesday night. Then you're here. You don't gotta worry about getting a ride. You don't gotta worry about missing it or forgetting it. And there was always an excuse. So I even said to my boss, I texted my boss and was like, yo, can I bring a friend with? He said he's okay with getting a job. He wants to work here, because I told him about it. And we were so short-staffed. Like, we had maybe 5 people working at the max every time. And you need more. That's about how many you can do it with. But any less, it's just a struggle. And the lady there that worked the front desk where you would pay to shoot, most of the time at least, didn't do anything else. That's literally all she did. She was super grouchy. I just hated her. There was always something you were doing, basically, is how it was going. How it would go. Just, if you were doing it, you were doing it wrong, basically. And it was just, like I said, so annoying. I quit. I quit my job there. Now, I already had another job, which is the difference between me and him. Again, I had 2 jobs at the time. He technically hasn't had one yet, so that kind of sucks to be him. I don't need that anymore. Throw that in there, even though that's technically not where it goes. Basically, the original plan for the tower was storage. I was going to fill it to the brim with storage and all this, but I never got around to it. I got bored and just said, house time! And then it ended up being my house. It was where I lived forever. And then I ended up actually turning my house into storage. The original plan was, alright, this house that my friend built isn't big enough. There's no storage. There's a second story. It's not the greatest, but whatever. It's excuse me, it does what we need to do. Wow, that was disgusting. My bad. But so it does what we need to do, right? Well, not really. Okay, I'm leaving that area. But it did what we needed to do, and it was over with then. But then we decided we needed more storage, because I was always doing something. Probably shouldn't have been doing it, but I was always doing something. The pillar in the middle is basically just going to indicate what it is. That one's going to be dirt. It might not go up to the top. It might only be like that many, but it's just going to indicate what it is. And then I'm just going to have 2 floors of it, basically. That's where it's going to stop. And then I'm going to need like a 3rd block on top. But, yeah. That's how it's going to go. Essentially how it's going to go. So, next course of action, while I wait for the resources to be done, I'm gonna go deforest like literally everything I can find. Any tree I find is getting chopped down. Screw the earth, no more breathing. That should say, not the no more breathing thing, the thing that came into my mind afterwards. That's what originally actually top there that giant platform I had built was for trees. I was gonna just have so many trees because I was farming so many trees. Wow, I keep saying, how many times can I say farming so many trees, so many trees, so many trees? Wow. But so I was just farming a lot of trees at the time because I was getting oh my god, resources. I was getting just basically everything that I needed. I was getting wood, and then I could turn that into charcoal, which I could use to make more charcoal by smelting wood. and it was just experience and charcoal and whatever for my auto smelter. So I did that for quite a few days, like not IRL days, Minecraft days. But I did that for like 3 days straight with like just as many stone axes as I could think of, because I did pretty much the same thing, digging out whatever. And I was like, well, it's kind of annoying having to run around looking for everything that I'm gonna need, looking for the trees, planting flat on, like trying to find a flat area. So I just ended up deciding, you know what? I'm gonna make one. So I went up there and I started it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn that into a place for crops. So I turned it into a place for crops. And then I was like, you know what? I can make another layer for mobs. Because I was like, I don't want mobs down here. I do not want mobs down here. It's super annoying to have to deal with them, and because, or I mean up there. I don't want mobs up there. So I brightened up the entire, then mobs started spawning down there. I was like, I want mobs right there, because a baby dog? Then they come down and they attack me while I'm at my house just doing things. They attack me. So I figured, you know what? Nope. I'm not doing that. Can you eat potatoes? Nope, but you're mine now. I don't know where just a random baby dog came from, but that's weird. What do you got? You got cactus for me? I'll buy it. Nope, no cactus, you're dead. Spit on me. No, dogs. Dog. My dog about went in there and died. That's how one of my other dogs died. Which, if you come down here, you're gonna go sit where he used to sit. Come on. But, so what happened is, I was playing and we needed to get villagers, I said to my brother. So we went and got villagers. We went and we got villagers, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna bring my dog with. Come on. But you've probably already seen the sign this episode. And so it eventually happened, and we brought him with, and Iron Golem killed my dog. I literally had a name tag on that. That just sent chills way down my spine. I'm still tingling from that. Wow, that was memory trip. I went in there to go get my flint and steel, and I came out with a dog. Oh, no you don't. I don't know where you came from, but you are an ugly looking freak. That is just weird that that even was down there. Where'd you go? I can't hear because like the audio is like super laggy. Right there, I fixed it. Oh, it was super delayed. Like I just now heard him start to hiss. Alright, I gotta log off real quick. I'm gonna save and quit and then come back on. And actually, while I'm here, I might as well make a copy. I make copies of worlds. What the heck just happened? I make copies of worlds just in case something ever happens to them. I don't want to like lose it. It's like my world gets corrupted, whatever. I die, mainly. It's that if I die. But I make copies just so if gets corrupted, the file somehow gets deleted, the world, I mean, gets deleted, and I will out my stomach, back up ready to go, basically. Ugh. The other reason I did it is because, there for a while, it was taking forever to save. I would leave, I'd click save and quit, and it would just... I came back after going to school, which 8 hours later is just all of a sudden it's still saving. It's not just all of a sudden actually, but it was still saving. It was weird. Why am I talking like this? Hold on, little buddy. I'm gonna make you a big buddy. By that I'm turning you into a big buddy. I'm not gonna like just out of nowhere have a big buddy for you. You're gonna stay here before I lose you too. Which is still doing that weird audio thing where it's all weird and distorted, kinda like super delayed and laggy. I still didn't get that flint and steel. Did I say steel? No way, I just said steel, didn't get that flint and steel. I don't know that it even exists, I'm gonna be real. It does. It's just very low durability. So I use it a lot. I am just like, I'm gonna put that away before I accidentally use it. It's so annoying. I don't know why it's lagging. Like, I don't know if it's the world that's lagging. I don't think it is. Basically, this is for trees like that, and I just broke it. I knew I was going to. The plan, eventually, is to make, like, not a cactus farm that's sorta automated. It's gonna be one of them things where I, like, experiment on how I'm going, like, to make my own, essentially. The process. I'm lagging, like, my controller's lagging, too. Like, it's just fine if I play with my, headphones plugged in, but these aren't mine, these are my brother's, because my wireless ones, my dongle is missing out of nowhere after I let my neighbor use them, so, and just in general, my headphones are broken because my brother decided he wanted to spike them, so I actually let my neighbor use my dongle more than once. I let him use it a while ago. Actually, not my dongle, my headset, my wireless headset. I let him use it one time before. This was my old headset. And it came back, and I was missing the dongle. And I was asking him about it, and he's like, no, I don't know where it's at. I'll ask my brother. He asked his brother. His brother hadn't seen it. Whatever. So, eventually I was just like, alright, whatever. And then I got a new one since my dongle was missing. And I didn't feel like using it plugged in. I was using it plugged in. The audio was really garbage, and randomly my microphone wouldn't work, and it was just super annoying, and I didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. So he goes, hey, since you get a new one, can I just have your other ones? I like them because they're really comfortable. And his other ones were going out. His other ones were like about to die too. His weren't wireless though. His were wired, but still, he's had his for like forever, for as long as I can remember. He's had his, And so I said, yeah, sure, whatever, you can have it. I don't need it. I can't use it. He goes, yeah, I don't care. They're comfortable and mine are about gone anyway. And his brother is very clumsy and is always stealing his stuff. So he constantly just so happens to have the headset of my neighbor's in his bedroom where he plays Fortnite at. Not even kidding, Fortnite is the only game he plays. It's very annoying. Please help. Do I want to mend it? Yeah, I'm gonna mend this because I'm gonna use it more. Brand spanking new. Oh my god, dude. I so wish I would have done that on my pickaxe, I'm gonna be honest. You know what's really overkill? Getting mending on like a flint and steel. On a hoe. It's like, come over here. Charge creepers. Or not, I'll just set them on fire and let that one blow the other one up. I wanted to charge a creeper and kill it with... How do you have to get a... No, charge creepers you get by, they get struck by lightning. And this was just an effort to essentially get rid of all the dirt that I didn't need. This other one's actually, this platform right here that I'm standing on is to just be flat. That way I can come up here and build things, but I'm going to have a bunch of shops. So it's actually going to be storage at one point, but my plan is to now have just a few shops down here where I can sell my stuff that I am farming for a lot, like that I have an abundance of. Any wood that I have, I just stuttered like heavily again. I was just about to ask, what am I doing this for? Like, why do I need the wood? It's for storage, which I don't need this much storage because I already have almost a stack of oak, which if you like cut that in half and do the math, it takes 2 to make 1 chest. That would be about 32 chests, which the tower's not even built yet to put the chests in, which it's whatever, like I said, but right now it's gonna be expensive. Then I still have to repair this, but I might just throw this in here, throw this in my thing. It says efficiency, that's why this is going so quick.
No, take them off.
No, take them off. Shut up.
Give me my fucking headphones.
Shut up. The only reason I'm using these is because you broke mine.
You have had every opportunity to buy a repair.
Yeah, I just haven't played PlayStation in for so long.
Yeah, but don't mind, I need them to live stream hunting.
Live streaming hunting is just not worth it. I'm gonna be honest. It just takes up your space.
How?
It just takes up your space because whenever you live stream is when you don't kill things.
I kill things?
Yeah, but not as much as when you're not live because you can say the things that you wouldn't say. Be like, come here, you mother deer.
I'm gonna say that.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm gonna say that.
Stupid bear.
Nobody's watching my fucking video. You fucking nigger, man.
Hey, I am live right now.
Huh? How good are you doing?
I'm actually doing pretty good for myself. I have now level 17. This thing was about dead and I just
I'm gonna chase him. I'm gonna go kill this bitch.
fully upgraded it to full. And watch this. You wanna come over here? Just come over here and look.
I'm looking.
I started another project.
Was that a villager fighting arena?
No, that's my house.
Oh, that's gay.
It's actually going to be mainly storage on the bottom.
Well, it's mainly going to be a villager fighting arena?
I'm just going to have like storage right here.
Okay.
And then...
Are there those sugar boxes?
What?
The floor. These are all
No.
shulker boxes?
These are
Oh.
deep slate cobblestone. Or deep slate, chiseled
Bricks.
deep slate.
Chiseled deep slate. Okay.
I'm gonna turn all of this birch into chests.
You know something weird about me, Matthew?
I just made 60 chests. What's weird about you?
I like playing the story mode version, like single player.
I honestly do not care for it because it's just boring and you can only play the ones that you have, really. Is
Yeah,
why.
but like, this is how you're gonna kill a great one, which is my dream.
But you're never gonna do.
What? Trevor's, yeah. I'm guilt tripping for watching.
Not
Shit,
guilt
my
trip.
guts out.
They're just saying the fact that you.
Shitting my guts out because I'm drinking 2 cups of coffee today.
That's your fault.
Yeah, I just made a second one. Like recently. Just finished it. I don't know why the camera's in the game. It's just there so you accidentally click onto it when you're about to shoot level 9.
Yeah, when you're about to shoot a massive deer.
You're about to shoot a massive deer. You try to fucking spot him and this shit happens. I mean, this is better than my
Why am I about to make a door? I'm just gonna go over to the door farm.
Well, see, the thing is, the reason all those doors are there is because the amount of times I've made doors, those are just my 3rd door.
No, they're not. Those are just doors that you for some reason made and I placed them there. Because I went into your chest. Shoot it.
Whitetail?
Shoot it.
I'm gonna try.
It's a blacktail, actually.
No, it's not. It's a.
No, it's a blacktail. Trust me.
Axis deer.
No, it's not. It's a blacktail.
Whitetail on this map. Fuck, I can't see him.
Yeah, I figured, you know what? I have so much smooth stone laying around. I'm gonna make a tower.
Shot her in the brain. Missed him. Oh, that's a level 8. Fuck. Shot a level 1 female for respawns. Which is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get respawns.